Thank you for sitting here and listening to my TED Talk. I'm so sorry that I've been MIA, but I'm going to try my best to pick up the camera more. There's like a whole lot of different moving parts to benchmark, by the way. We just taught to the SOLs, and so now it's very interesting teaching with this situation, this curriculum. Hey there, welcome back to the vlog. It's been so long. If you're new here, I am Kira and this is my channel, Miss Kira Shea. If you haven't already, definitely consider subscribing. I'm gonna do a much better job of uploading from this point on. So I need your support. Come and cheer me on, join the fam. Definitely like this video if it's something that you end up liking. But we're gonna jump in. Sorry that you hear the fan, but I am just way too hot to stop it from blowing right now. And I wanted to go ahead and just start a vlog. Let's get you situated. There we go. If you are familiar, with my channel, if you've been here for a while, I love you. Thank you for sticking around. Then you know that I've been going through some things, okay? And so I've decided that I wanted to just start the vlog and go ahead and share what's been going on. And so since I have started teaching, this is my lunchtime, by the way, so I'm probably going to be eating and chatting at the same time. Since I started teaching when I was 30. I am now 36. And when I started, I was in a pretty difficult school district. And, you know, I had some tough kids. Overall, my first class was great. My first year teaching was pretty good. I can't complain. But because I was labeled as like a good teacher or a strong teacher, I of course got those students who didn't do well in other teachers' classrooms, which admin for some reason thinks that's a compliment to a teacher when really it's not, because all you're doing is just adding that disruption to another classroom. But anywho, I got a lot of that my first year, and unfortunately that produced anxiety in me, and my body started to react to coming into school or being around certain children in a very like fight or flight kind of way. Like my body would get hot, I would start shaking, and eventually would start vomiting. And so I eventually figured out that that was anxiety. I tried my best to manage it. I didn't get sick too much my first year, so I thought, okay, it's fine. Once I get a new set of kids, I'll be good. The second year came, and I got a new principal. That principal was not great, to say the least, which then induced more anxiety. I felt very triggered that year. I felt very targeted that year. And then luckily we went out for COVID. That was the COVID year. So that was March 2019. We went out for COVID. I was determined that I was not going back to that school because clearly anxiety is just, it's a lot dealing with what I had to deal with at that school. I made a plan to leave, but because it was COVID year and because I had the principal that I had, didn't end up happening. Stayed at the school one more year, which was okay because we were at home basically up until March of that following year. And then March of 2021. I'm sorry. We went out for COVID in March of 2020, not 2019. But March of 2021, we went back into the classroom and I felt like I was fine and we only had 3 more months left. And I decided not to renew my contract. I do have a video on my channel and I'll link it up in the cards for you. It is all about me quitting my first teaching position. After I left, the anxiety was not that bad. So I thought, okay, I'm, getting better. Then I started at my new school and it would happen, but it wouldn't happen super often. My first year here, I didn't have anxiety episodes that often. So I felt like, okay, I'm keeping it under control. When you figure out you have anxiety, then, you notice when it comes on. And so even though being at that other school triggered the anxiety to start coming out of me, it did. Just because I left that school didn't mean that the anxiety stopped. And so I got to the new school. Like I said, it wasn't, that bad. I would get sick here and there, but nothing crazy until last year. Last school year, I was getting sick every single month. Out of school, so many days, miserable. And it's literally been miserable since then. I've been trying to juggle it, and it's like I don't know what it is. At this point, I've been to my primary care doctor. I've been to a gastro doctor, and the conclusion that we have been coming up with is now my body is going through constipation. So I'm on medicine for like IBS-C, which is like irritable bowel syndrome with constipation. And so I'm on medicine for that. That has been helping me go more often, but I'm still having these episodes where if I eat a certain thing or if something doesn't agree with my body, I'm just going to start vomiting. And it's very inconvenient. Like this past Monday, I came to school, cute outfit on, was ready to take pictures, do all the social media things. Ended up having to leave school in the middle of the day because I had to take some ibuprofen because I had cramps. Only thing I had was ibuprofen. Took that ibuprofen. Literally 10 minutes later, I started yakking. Everywhere, just throwing up. I couldn't stop in front of the kids. Like the kids were like so worried. They're like, Miss Turner, are you okay? Are you okay? I'm like, I had to leave. I had to go home. It's just the work. It's been interrupting my school day. It interrupts my teammates' school day because sometimes they have to take my kids or go and run off emergency subplans and stuff like that. It is such an inconvenience, okay? So much so that I'm spending 10 minutes right now of this vlog just talking to you about it because I just feel like you need to be updated because I feel so bad. The last vlog that I have put out on this channel was in February, I believe. I have vlogs that I've edited and have in like that from spring break. I did a after spring break vlog. I did an end of the school year vlog. None of that has been able to go up for y'all because I have been, every single time I get myself together and feel better, I get sick again. Then I go through this cycle where I feel better, I get a good weekend, and I'm like, all right, I can start doing things, and then wham, I get sick again. It is the worst. I literally, today is Wednesday, I was just sick on Monday, I just mentioned. So it's like, I can't control it. I just don't know what to do. So, if any of you guys are doctors out there, you've ever heard of this, like my body gets super hot warm. Like, this is why I always have my fan on, because if I get the slightest bit of warm, my body wants to start getting sick. So I keep my fan on, but my body starts getting hot. I feel it more so in my shoulders, the nausea in my shoulders, and not my stomach, which is weird. But my shoulders start getting this weird nausea pain, and I just want to, it's just vomit. And sometimes I can stop it. I usually go home and I get in the shower and I just sit in the shower and let the hot water run on me, and that usually gets that ick off of me. But it's like hard, because if I'm at school, I can't get that ick off of me. I can't just sit in the shower at school. And so I end up leaving and going home, and it's just a mess. It's interrupting my school life, my job, being here with my kids, like being with my team. Like it's awful. It's awful. And no one seems to know what's going on. I did get a procedure done last Monday, and no, not last Monday, last Tuesday. And I had to eat some oatmeal, and they watched digest in my system to see if my system is digesting properly. So I need to get those results, because I really feel like those results should be like, okay, her body's not digesting. We need to figure out what's going on. If that test tells me that my body is digesting fine, there's nothing that I can really do. Like, cause at this point it's just like, are you kidding? But anyway, lunchtime is only from 10 to 10:30, and which is so early, y'all. So early. Like, who's eating lunch at 10 o'clock? So I usually eat fruit, something light, applesauce. And I've been doing light anyway, because if I throw up, I don't want to throw up anything harsh. And so I'm just going to stuff this watermelon down. It's already 10:30, so I need to go and pick up my kids. We are lucky in the sense that we get a duty-free lunch. We have to take our kindergartners through the line to get their lunch and sit them all down before we can go off and have our lunch. So I literally have like 10 minutes a day to eat something. So it is what it is. Thank you for sitting here and listening to my TED Talk. I'm so sorry that I've been MIA, but I'm going to try my best to pick up the camera more. Let's finish out the rest of the day. I will try to share some B-roll here and there of what we got going on in class today, but I will come back at the end of the day and chat. So I just finished kind of closing down my room. The only thing I need to do is turn the lights off when I leave. But yeah, I wanted to come on and chat in the vlog for today. I will be picking it back up tomorrow. I think I'm just gonna finish out this week. So sorry I didn't get any B-roll today. I'll try to get some either tomorrow or Friday. But overall, it was a pretty good day. I sent everybody home with a blue stamp, which means they were all great. I didn't have to give anybody a bunch of warnings today, which is amazing. You know, kindergarten is the beginning. We're only in week 4, and so they're doing an excellent job. We have lots of stars in our star jar, so we're going to be getting our treat party really soon. Kindergarten is going well. We started a new curriculum called Benchmark. That has been a little bit tricky when it comes to our reading block, but overall, kindergarten has been pretty good this year. I can't do too much complaining, but let me stop rambling. I'm going to show you my OOTD, and then I have a doctor's appointment today at 3:20, so I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. But let's look at the OOTD real quick. So I am on my period this week, y'all, and I have just really not been wanting to get dressed. So I've been wearing like really chill things. Yesterday, I just wore a black t-shirt with some jeans and some Crocs. So I didn't even share my OOTD on social media. But today I'm wearing this pink, fuchsia pink shirt. It's a tee from Target. I actually might go and get some more. It was very comfortable to wear today. I picked up 2 of them yesterday. I got another one in orange. And then I have on these jeans that are like, they're jeans / joggers. I got them from Forever 21 a really long time ago. Excuse the mirror. I need to get some Windex so that I can wipe this down. But then for shoes, I am wearing my pink and white Dunks. Pink and white Nike Dunks. Super simple, yet put together. Very chill. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I'll check in with you tomorrow morning. Hey there, beautiful people. It is Thursday. We are finally at the end of the week. This morning, I felt sick. I had to TMI, but I had to use the bathroom. And when I go to the bathroom, I vomit as well. And so it's just a whole episode. And I had to go through that this morning, but I'm feeling a little better, still feeling kind of but I made it here today. Students are in resource. Today's resource is music. When they come back, we will have math, and today for math, we are practicing counting. So we're practicing different counting strategies this week. Earlier this week, we did move and count, where I give these kids a pile of manipulatives and then they move it one at a time to work on one-to-one correspondence. And then yesterday we started working on line up and count. So I gave them a pile of manipulatives. They had to put the manipulatives in a line and then count them one by one. So that went pretty well. Someone is crying in the hallway right now, so hopefully you cannot hear that and it is not too distracting. That is the morning. After math, we'll go to lunch. After lunch, we'll come back and do our read aloud of the day. And once our read aloud is done, we'll go outside for recess. After recess, we come back in. We'll do like a 10-minute snack time because our lunchtime is at 10 a.m. So we'll come back, do a little bit of a snack, and then we'll get into our reading lesson or benchmark lesson. So we usually do phonological awareness, then shared writing, and then shared reading, and then there's like a whole lot of different moving parts to benchmark, by the way. So we do the read aloud before recess, and then after recess we do phonological awareness, then we do shared reading, then we do letter formation, then we do shared writing, and then independent reading, which is really introducing stations and teaching them how to rotate. So we've really just been focusing on the letter formation and the shared writing and reading piece, and of course the phonological awareness. So that has been going pretty well. It's still an adjustment period. Like, it doesn't really flow. Things are really choppy right now, but hopefully once we start getting into the units, right now we're in the foundations and routines part of benchmark. And so it's usually 20 days, kind of like a 20-day plan if that's something that you have at your school. And then you start unit 1 on September 18th. So it's interesting. That's all I really have to say about it right now. It's interesting. That's a little bit of an update on what's going on today. I will try my best, like I said yesterday, to get some B-roll for you. But right now, I am getting ready to look over my slides and make sure they are all updated and ready to go, and make sure that I have everything laid out for the day. It is currently 8:24 and I have to pick up the kids at 8:40. So I have a good 15 minutes to get some things done. So I'm gonna stop chatting and I will check in a little bit later. Again, happy Thursday.
Take it away, feeling too good to me. Chilling all day, all in your space is where I wanna be. Here in this room, what did you do? I just can't get enough. Too caught up in your love. I've been trying to forget, but you won't let me. Something in my brain wants you. I've been hanging by myself, asking for help, but nothing seems to work on you. Yeah, you always make me feel like home. Yeah, you never leave my thoughts alone. Yeah, you're the reason I'm going out my mind. I just can't stop thinking about you. All that I crave when you're away, nights are sleepless. Do we need space? Yeah, maybe a break. Boy, you're my weakness. Give and we take, the love that we make, it's my favorite drug. Too caught up in your
Hey there. Fan is on in the background if you hear that noise, but it is currently 2:19 and I am shutting down the room, getting ready to get out of here because I mentioned earlier today that I'm not feeling great. So I'm gonna stay for these last 20 minutes. Our contract time is 2:40, and so at 2:40 I will be skedaddling. I did do how to draw a person today in writing, and it went pretty good. We're gonna have to practice some more, but for the first day it went pretty good. I am gonna flip you around and show you the anchor chart that I created. If you're not familiar, I'm sure everybody on social media uses Maylene from Mrs. Calls Campers How to Draw a Person anchor chart. That's the anchor chart that I copied. So I'm going to share that and then share my notebook so you can see what the kids worked on today. So that was the anchor chart, and here is my notebook. There we go. There's my notebook, and I use a date stamp, and I go around and stamp everyone's notebook, and then I write the sentence stem of the day, which is just my name is. We are practicing writing our names, and then I drew a picture. Your girl is not the best drawer, but I think I did pretty good. She got some braids in like me, and I got my glasses, t-shirt, jeans. So yeah, that's what the kids did today. They drew a picture of themselves and then tried to write their name today. So it was pretty successful. Like I said, we're going to continue to practice that. We'll probably do that tomorrow, and I'll probably do it a couple of times, whole group next week, add more details, and then by next week, Thursday and Friday, they should be drawing people on their own in their notebook. So that is the goal for writing. But like I said, I'm going to putz around, clean up. I already pulled out my lights from back there, so all I have to do is just hit my switch when I leave. I just need to pack up my backpack, and then I'm gonna head to the van rider room probably until 2:40, and yeah, go home and relax for the rest of the evening. If I do anything like school related or I have anything interesting to tell you, then I will definitely pick up the camera once I get home. But if not, I will see you bright and early Friday morning. Hey there, beautiful people. Happy Woo. Happy Friday. Kiddos are at library, hopefully picking books today. I am getting ready to sit down and look at Unit 1 in our new curriculum and maybe kind of see how myself and my team teacher can split this up for planning purposes. It looks very interesting, but yeah, I'm going to look at this. I'll flip the camera around and show you what this benchmark stuff looks like. I don't think I've showed it yet in the vlog. It is new this year in our county, and in the state of Virginia, we are now required to have a curriculum for reading. And so this is really new. It was never required. And so in our district, we just taught to the SOLs. And so now it's very interesting teaching with this situation, this curriculum. But anyway, I'll flip you around and show you what it looks like. And then I'm going to look at Unit 1 and try to break that down and let my team teacher know what I'm thinking. And then when the kids come back, it is Friday. So when they come back from library, we are going to do our morning meeting, our calendar, and then for math today, students will get free iPad time. And typically on Fridays, this is when I will get like assessments and prep and things like that for the following week. And so they will get on their iPad and get on iReady Math. I want them to get on iReady Math for some time, and then I'll give them time to get on like whatever app they would like. And then same during reading time, we'll do our reading lesson. We'll do our letter of the day for letter formation. And then the students, instead of going to stations, the students will, hold on one second. Let me open my door.
Sorry. Where Frank's and them at?
Not in Miss Hall's room? Check the lounge.
Okay. Thank you. You good?
Yep. That was Mr. Smith. But, yeah, so, dang it, I lost what I was saying. Oh, yeah, and so for reading, after I do my reading lesson, the kids will get on iReady Reading for a little while, and then I'll let them kind of get on whatever app they want and hang on that for a little bit. And so Fridays are pretty chill in kindergarten. It typically, once we get really into the year, it'll be more like of an assessment day, a day where I get a lot of my data and things like that. But right now, at the beginning of the year, it is more getting organized, prepping for the following week, lesson planning, things of that nature. Let me flip you around, show you what this benchmark book looks like. And then I also want to share about my writing center because I think I'm going to be staying after school today to redo some things. All right, so the name of my county is right here, so that's why I'm covering up. But we're using Benchmark Advance. This is my teacher resource system or my teacher's manual. And so we are working on, right now we're working on the foundations and routines part of the curriculum, but we're going to be getting into Unit 1 in the next couple of weeks. And so I need to look at this. It looks like a whole friggin' lot, but I'm sure it's not this intense. I mean, I don't know, but I'm gonna look at it, see if I can figure some things out. I will come and share more about Benchmark as we kind of go along, but I can't really share too much because I am learning this right now. So basically learning as I go. But yeah, let me get into this and I'll check back in a little later. Lunchtime, came to get my cup. I'm gonna go in the lounge. Normally I eat my lunch in my classroom, peace and quiet, but on Fridays I try to get out and socialize and go into the teacher's lounge. So I'm gonna go in the teacher's lounge and eat my lunch, and I'll check back in when I can. Okay, I lied. I decided to come back in my room because there was just too many people in the lounge, and the lounge gets very hot when there is a lot of people. So I opted for coming back to my room. I can't really sit and chat and eat with you because clearly like my school's name is like all across this shirt. But I will quickly share what I did bring for lunch today. Just some applesauce. I'm going really light, you know, the stomach problems. Got my ginger ale. And then I just brought some shrimp. They're just plain cooked shrimp. I get this from Kroger, I believe. It just have plain cooked shrimp and then like some cocktail sauce. So nothing crazy. Got a protein in. Gonna get some fruit in with my applesauce, and that is that. So I'm gonna enjoy that. I got about 10 minutes before I have to go pick up the kiddos, and then I will chat a little bit later. Recess time. So we have recess from 11 to 11:30. It's about 11:08 right now, and yeah, we are going to hang out. It is a pretty cloudy day today, so I can actually sit over here on the playground. I usually sit by this tree with my chair because it's super duper hot and the sun is like blazing and we have nothing covering our playground. But today is a nice day, so I can get to sit and watch the children over here closer to the playground. But that's a little update. So far the day is going good. We've been hanging out on iPads. They've been loving being on their iPads. And yeah, I've just been helping them out, making sure they're doing what they're supposed to do. So I will catch up with you a little later. Hey, beautiful people. So I am all packed up. Look, I have my backpack on already. I'm all packed up. Your girl is ready to go. I've shut down the room. The chairs are on, the desks, lights are off. I'm like ready to go. Look, computer is shut down. I'm ready to go. I am done with this day, with this week actually. Up a little bit, but overall it's been a pretty good weekend. Kindergarten, I ended up getting 2 new students this week, so we started out the week at 14 and now we are at 16, but they are good additions to the classroom. They've been great so far, so good. Like, I want to knock on all the wood because my class is pretty good. I'm loving them so far. Only have to raise my voice every once in a while, which is typical for kindergarten. But yeah, it's been great. I've had a great time hopping on this week and chatting with you. There's one last thing that I want to share before I end the vlog. I was gonna stay to kind of do that, but I will work on it next week. So let me flip the camera around and show you what I'm thinking. So this right here is my writing center. I absolutely love it, but this table is broken. It's because I have this heavy purple box of notebooks. It has a kid's name on it, so I'm trying to cover it up. But this table here is broken. As you can see, like, it's almost off the table. I mean, it's like off of the floor right here and like a little bit over here. And so I've decided that this table is going to end up being my writing table. So when my kids come to the writing center, they'll go to this table. But I think I need to like switch this area like around, take that table out maybe turn this table around. I don't know, but I need to play with this area a little bit. So the next time you see my writing center, it may be a little different. We will see, but that's kind of my thoughts on that. I need to work out the writing center somehow, some way, because that table is broken. But I believe that is it for updates for now. Like I said at the beginning of this vlog, I'm so sorry just white heads everywhere on my face. So sorry that I have been MIA from YouTube and from vlogging. I've just been going through a lot with this sickness, and I'm trying to get it together. If you're rooting for me to get it together and to get back on here and do more vlogs, give me a big thumbs up if you like what you saw. If you want to see more vlogs from me, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss out when I post. And with that being said, I will see you in the next vlog, which will hopefully start on a Monday next week, right on time. Hope you have a good weekend. Thanks for watching. Bye.